The average person lives, around 80 something years, and it's like you should be growing for all 80 of those years. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so that you can magnetize your ideal life. Make sure you grab my free ejaculation control guide. There's a link in the video description below. Join me every Thursday for my live stream. I start around 5 p.m. LA time. You can hang out, ask questions. Also, I post a new video every Tuesday and Saturday around 11 a.m. LA time. In this video, I'm going to talk about semen retention and growth mindset. What is growth mindset? So what happens for a lot of people in this world is that, in their teenage years, even their early 20s, they're going to school, they're getting their education, they're learning and they're growing, but a lot of people stop growing in their early 20s. So people stop growing after high school because we kind of lose that passion and that drive to better yourself, to improve yourself, to keep learning new things, to keep exploring new aspects, to keep, improving different aspects of yourself. And I see this as a bit of a tragedy because there's so much potential. The average person lives, around 80 something years, and it's like you should be growing for all 80 of those years. Again, a lot of people stop learning after their teenage years and early 20s. They stop studying, they stop reading books, they stop learning new skills, and they just repeat all the information they learned in the first 20 years of their life. They just kind of, regurgitate old things, talk about the past, no longer having these new breakthroughs and experiences in their life. And in my opinion, semen retention is a great practice to give you the opportunity to really keep growing, to stay in this mindset of growth, of self-improvement, of self-transformation. I've been kind of a transformation junkie my whole life. I love doing inner work. I love doing transformational work, clearing old patterns from my life, really getting deep into my inner psyche, seeing what baggage I'm holding on to, seeing what kind of shadows I'm holding on to, right? Like, I love doing this work. It's very exciting for me. And it keeps me constantly engaged. It keeps me constantly growing. It keeps life exciting, basically, For me, being stuck in a 9-to-5 job, going to the bar on the weekends, it just wasn't the lifestyle for me. I tried that and it was very unfulfilling for me, right? When I got into semen retention, I was really going through this period of self-reflection, looking at my life, saying, what's serving me? What is not serving me? I'm kind of stuck right now. I'm not making any money. I'm not doing very well in the dating department. My body's kind of weak, kind of scrawny. I used to be really skinny. And so I just wasn't really happy with where I was in life, and finally made the decision to start changing things. And a big catalyst for that was semen retention, because as a man, when you're constantly ejaculating, you're losing all this life force which gives you that yang charge. Semen is your yang essence. It's that masculine drive to grow, to expand, to accomplish. And when you're ejaculating all that, you have nothing left. All you have is that, the yin chemicals your body's producing. I was very, very yin when I was ejaculating every day. That was one of the things holding me back in life. So I was content just to sit on the couch, play video games, look at porn, smoke weed, whatever, just not go anywhere in life, right? Once I started practicing semen retention, I couldn't stay where I was at. I had to move. I had to move things in my life, because the semen energy is an expansive energy. Sexual energy is all about recreating yourself, rebirthing yourself, transforming, growing, bonding to new patterns, releasing the old. And so when you're directing that sexual energy consciously throughout your body, through internal practice, directing it into your life as a side effect of that, things start to amplify, things start to speed up. Your transformation can start to speed up. So when you're doing the self-work, you're doing your meditation, you're studying, you're improving yourself, you're exercising, you're eating healthy, doing all these things to build your chi, to expand yourself, then life becomes this exciting path, again, of growth, of transformation. And I encourage you to focus on these things. If you're doing semen retention, it's very important to live a productive life, to keep yourself busy with exciting and passionate things. Study whatever it is you enjoy doing, study it. You came here into this world with a gift. You came here with something that you have to share with the world. Now, what it is, that's up to you, but ask yourself, what excites me? What motivates me? What do I feel passion for? What am I gifted at? What am I better at than most people? Whatever it is, right? When you find that thing that makes you feel like a child again, you find that thing that brings you joy, something that you can do for hours a day without it feeling like, a hardworking task, then that is very likely, part of your mission here on earth, part of your gift and what you have to share with others, because you really need to do your work in this world. And by do your work, I don't mean like work a 9-to-5 job. I mean, share your energy with the world, your productivity, create something. Whether you're a musician, you're creating music, whether you're an artist, you're painting pictures, whether you're building steel sculptures, whatever it is, but there's something that motivates you. There's something that drives you. You may have to dig in a little bit to find it, but when you do, that's what you should focus on. That's what you should be focusing towards. How can I expand my talent? How can I develop it further? How can I create a living doing that? How can I make that an exchange with the world? I used to have this very lack mindset of money. I grew up in a family that had a lot of lack mindset. It's always like, oh, that's too expensive. I'll never be able to afford that. And I just kept telling myself that story, but doing the work to change that completely changed my life, and understanding that money is just an exchange of energy, and that when you have something that's of value to the world, which when you're living in your passion, that is, then you have something to exchange with the world. You put yourself out there, you share your gifts with the world, and what you put out always comes back. So you start to live in abundance when you start to live in alignment with your purpose, with your mission here on this planet. Life's too short to sit on your couch watching Netflix and playing video games all day. You need to get out into the world, get excited, get motivated, do the self-work, right? What are your fears? What are your limitations? What's holding you back from what you want to accomplish? Write these things down and then see what you can do to start to dissolve, let go of these old patterns that are holding you back from where you want to be. This is the most important thing, is to get clear with yourself. Journal, write things down. What do I want to accomplish in my life? What is it that I want in my life right now? Write it down. Start to focus on these things, do your research. Take a little bit of action towards these things every single day. You don't have to burn yourself out. I don't recommend burning yourself out, but taking these small steps every day where you're consistently working for that which you want to accomplish, you'll be surprised at what changes over a month, over a year, over a decade. You'll become a very different person. And this is really, what separates people in this world, the conscious and the unconscious. The unconscious are functioning in their conditioning primarily. They're repeating all these beliefs, all these, facts that they learned from school, all these limitations, these stories they tell about themselves that are completely limiting themselves. They're just kind of, going through life, just kind of going with the flow, right? Working the 9-to-5 job, partying on the weekend, that's it, right? But there's the conscious people, right? Those who are fulfilling their mission, those who are asking the questions, who am I really? What am I doing here? What is really the history of this planet? Who are we really as a species? Who's controlling things here, right? You start to ask these deep questions and understand that the world is a much more complex, more of a science fiction movie than we ever imagined, right? But getting beyond that, you start to focus on, again, what do I want? I know what I don't want. Everyone's telling me what they don't want, but what do I actually want? And then you start to work towards that with passion, with grace. And at the same time, you're keeping yourself energized. You're doing your daily practice. You're doing your meditation. You're doing your yoga, your qigong. You're going to the gym. You're exercising. You're fueling yourself with nourishing foods, eating healthy, drinking water, keeping it clean, right? And you're doing all that, and you're focusing on your goals. You're focusing on what you want to accomplish, strengthening your talents, sharpening your skills, whatever it is you want to be good at. You're working towards that every day, and you're in that pattern of growth. You're in that pattern of expansion and transformation. You become a person with a lot of value to bring to this world, and you will always have what you need. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that this has helped you in some way. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Have a great day, my friends.